and welcome to Scott's Inverts. I'm Scott, these are the inverts, and today we're having a look at our red runner colony, how we set it up, why we set it up, and basically everything that we need to know. Our last colony, we absolutely devastated that during lockdown, and our new colony, we've made several important changes, which I'll show you when we look at the actual colony itself. All the spiders here, majority of the reptiles do absolutely adore these red runners, and the feeding response off them is absolutely phenomenal. When you put a red runner in with an Aki, the Aki goes absolutely bonkers, flying all the way around the enclosure. The same with the spiders, they feel them because they're extremely active. They don't just plop onto the web and sit there, they start moving. So that spider can feel them straight away and goes flying out for them. What we do here with them is I feed a lot of the smaller species of tarantulas with red runners, and the newly hatched nymphs are absolutely perfect for small slings. Tiny slings, you're looking at springtails, but as soon as they start molting and getting their colours, move them on to red runners and they'll soon be growing real quick. So let's check out the setup, see what we've got going on. So this is the top of our new setup. This is about 1.5 foot by about a foot across by about a foot deep. We've cut the lid open with a soldering iron. This is so we can get a net across the top, which we pin down with the lid. This really does help with air ventilation. Just check out the thickness of that. It is really thick, as red runners can actually bite through a lot of mesh that's out there. That was actually a fly mesh, so what you'd put over your door to stop the flies getting through. Now, as you can see, noticeably the bottom of this enclosure is lacking in substrate. This is because they have ate a lot of it. Here we see the euthecas, all those brown marks on the floor, they're all the euthecas, so they're all eggs full of red runners, which is absolutely mad. This piece of orange, they ate out from the inside and they dried out in there, so I've left it in there, and this is why they seem to love to congregate inside there. And there's even an escape doobie that's managed to get in there. Absolutely awesome. The orange bits in the floor, they're actually lentils. I do find they're munching on the lentils quite a lot. We'll go over the substrate in 1 second, but where's the red runners? Well, here they are, guys. We have egg crates in there, which the red runners absolutely love. The reason I haven't filled the whole lot up yet is because I want this colony to grow, and I'm not going to fill it all the way across with egg crates until there's enough red runners. I want to keep them close together so the males are close to the females. There is a male right there, and that is an adult female just there too, so the males can find the females a lot easier. But here's all the red runners, all the babies, all the adults. Just look at them all, lots and lots, absolutely brilliant. Again, all those orange pieces on the floor are lentils, and I'll just put this enclosure back together before we start looking at the substrate go food, which is on the floor. It's really important that we don't clean these out weekly. In fact, we only clean these out once every 3 months. That's because the frass and the waste from the adults is the newly hatched nymphs will actually use that and utilize that and eat that. So one of the things we have done compared to the old enclosure is obviously the roof. We've put that net across to increase the airflow. This is to stop any damp patches occurring in the substrate. We've also changed out what we used to use was yotes. This is actually Weetabix, which I'm putting in now, and I find these guys go crazy for Weetabix, absolutely crazy for the Weetabix, and also lettuce. It's really important that we don't use iceberg lettuce, just use normal lettuce. The iceberg lettuce can actually kill them, but here we go with a piece of lettuce. They'll probably munch this within 48 hours. If not, then after 48 hours I will take it out, and then I also add half an orange cut into 2 segments. Now with the orange, again, it's really important that we place the orange in there skin side down like I've done, because if we put it on its side like that, it will create a damp spot in that Weetabix, which then breeds bacteria, and we don't want that in our enclosure. We want that substrate to remain dry. But the lettuce and the orange is where these red runners are going to get their moisture from. Just look at them all, there's absolute tons. I've had these guys about 6 weeks now, and they've reproduced like crazy in there. The temperature is 26. Boom, so that was a red runner colony. How easy is that to set up? And I hope some of you guys start doing the same thing at home as well. Absolutely awesome. They're actually incredible species to keep very active, and the red on them, especially as adults, is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for watching. Your support really does mean the world to me, and hopefully we shall see you guys at the Bedford show. Come and say hello. It'd be great to meet some of you and make some new friends. And as always guys, we shall see you again on the next one. Usain Bolt's got nothing on these guys. These guys are rapid.